Come on, I got one. I got one for our class. It's going to be Isaiah 45:7. Shalom. We're the I.S.U.P.K. coming out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, and the commanding GEN.YAHANNA. This is Officer Tarak. I'm Officer Hamakobah, and I would like to welcome you to the I.S.U.P.K. Indiana, the I.S.U.P.K. Kentucky, and the I.S.U.P.K. Louisville classes. We got a special edition tonight. We're going to go in and talk about the California mass shooter and the wildfires. You understand? See, here's the thing. A lot of people think this is just a natural occurrence. You understand me? But this is not just a circumstance of chance. Right. We're going to go into the scriptures and talk about how the Lord creates evil. Right. See, you got to understand, if you're a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you are the true Israelites according to the Bible, and the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. That's right. All this evil is befalling the white man because he's evil. You understand me? He reaps what he sows. That's right. We're going to go into the scriptures and bring it out. So if I could, if we can go into the book of Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7.
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light.
This is the Most High talking through the prophet. Go ahead.
I create darkness.
The Most High creates darkness. I thought, the Christian church talk about it's all light. Go up to the light. Come into the light. Go ahead.
I make peace.
The Most High makes peace.
And create evil.
Whoa, now that's heavy. The Most High creates evil, according to the scriptures. Not what we're saying. We're just reading scriptures. So don't try to flag the video down. Don't get mad at us. Now, what just happened in California? You heard about that former combat Marine, that white man that shot up all those other white men and people at that country music bar in California. The white man is evil. That's why the Most High brought evil upon him. He reaped what he sowed.
If I will, can you bring out that story? You know what I'm saying? With the same guy that survived what happened in Las Vegas.
Oh, God.
Yeah, bring that out. That has to be mentioned.
And it's real heavy because one of the people that got killed in this recent mass shooting in California, he was in Las Vegas last year at the country music concert outdoors where Stephen Paddock, that white man, was shot from that hotel room and killed all them people. Right. Now this was so tripped out. The white man, he survived, right? And he ended up going to another country music functioning to get killed there. See, when you're on the Most High's hit list, you can't hide.
Right. Yes. It's like an episode of Final Destination.
Right, like that.
You know what I'm saying? The Final Destination is actually real. It's talking about the judgment of the Lord. Like, say, for instance, this has happened in Louisville.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, there was a brother that, this brother was on a corner selling dope with another brother. This happened some years back. He was on a corner selling dope with another brother. Now, somebody rolled up on those brothers. And they opened fire. And that brother got killed. Not the brother I'm talking about, but his buddy that was with him got killed. Right? Now, his buddy got killed, but dude said, I'm thinking, damn, he's like, I got to make this money. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I got to make this money. So he's drawn right back to the same damn dope corner. And that same week later, because he got shot too.
Damn.
He didn't get killed, but he got shot. You see what I'm saying? He went right back out to that money spot. And the same dudes rolled up and blasted his ass.
Damn. That's real heavy. Because, see, here's the thing. We bring this out so that our people can learn to separate and live by the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Because if you're not, you are under the judgment of the Most High. Now the white man, the nation of Edom, according to the Bible, he already got a judgment coming to him for his violence against his brother Jacob, who are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand me?
Will, what was that brother supposed to do? He was supposed to see that incident and be like, man, I ain't selling no goddamn dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was at that corner. My nigga got blown away. I got shot up, but I survived. I got to change.
Right.
That's how he was supposed to think. But he said, no, he made a choice whether to change, because what did the Lord say? He said, I bring before you life and death, right?
Right.
Change represented life. Death represented him still being under the white man's value system and thinking, I got to get this bread.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So he was drawn back out to the same goddamn corner because the brother was weak and he couldn't fight his demons. And his demons drove him right back to the same goddamn corner, and the demons got on those same brothers and be like, get his ass. He's at that corner now. They rode past the corner, and sure enough, he was at that corner. The guns was cocked and loaded. They opened fire, and he was blown to bits.
Damn.
Closed caskets.
And it's real heavy what you bringing out, because see, the Christian church will have you think that God is all about love and cotton candy and balloons and teddy bears and all this stuff like that. But look at the evening news. Every day there's murder, death, kill. You understand me? On the news. And who's doing it for the majority of it? It's the Salaki. It's the white man.
And it is love. Let me tell you how it's love. Because that man probably had a child, a son, that would have grown up in the same footpath, in the same path, right?
Yeah.
And with him going back out in that corner, and his son understanding that story of how his buddy got killed, you know what I'm saying, a week before, and then his dad got killed a week after, he'll grow up with that goddamn story and be like, look, I'm not doing that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it was love, and that same kind of love actually saved whoever it was that the Lord had pinpointed for salvation. So it was all love. You see what I'm saying? Because he didn't want what that brother refused to do, to taint and kill his son, whom the Lord had already appointed as, I want this dude to be in the kingdom. See, the Lord thinks, the Lord is, you know what I'm saying? The Lord, the Most High is a mastermind. You know what I'm saying? He is the chief architect and mastermind. You see what I'm saying? So even though that brother didn't heed the call to salvation, because you know that's what was going on inside that week. That's why the Lord allowed him to be killed the following week.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord had called out to him already in that week. That was the calling card when his buddy got blown away. He come out, you see what I'm saying, to the same goddamn corner at that money spot. That money, what is this? The love of money is the root of all evil, and that love of money is what drew him right back out to that goddamn corner, so those dudes could be appointed to come through and blow him the fuck away.
Right, right. And it's real heavy, because see, here's the thing. The Most High is a righteous judge, right? Now, judgment can be good or bad. And when you don't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, you out there being wicked. You're going to get caught up, right? And we in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding GEN.YAHANNA, we are here to cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people, the Lord's people, their transgressions. You understand me? Because the devil has come down with great wrath.
Right.
Just like this devil in California. You understand? And he thought he got away with something too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like with him, that's right. It's so righteous of the Most High. Because think about this. Let's say that man had children. This man that got killed, that escaped the Las Vegas shooting. Only thing his child was going to do was grow up to become a cop and to kill you black man. You understand me? And the Most
Right.
High is looking out for you by being proactive. You know what I'm saying?
Or if I will, he might have went on to become a doctor. And would have been, in the abortion clinics, gaming your woman up, saying, you should probably get your tubes tied.
Right.
He'd have probably been that guy. You see what I'm saying? That guy that sat there and tell her, you need a hysterectomy. I don't care if you're a virgin. And you have a husband, you still need a hysterectomy. He might have grown up to be that dude. You see what I'm saying? So what would that make him against you? That would make him an enemy.
Right.
That's why military-minded men all throughout the scriptures and that think of warfare on all type of different levels were always the men to be on top of the nation. Go into the scriptures if you believe that I'm wrong.
Right.
Go into the same scriptures that you don't believe. That you say you believe. You know what I'm saying? You believe in Jesus. Jesus is a man of war.
Right.
Your ass ain't. You see what I'm saying? But yet you claim to be, somewhat likened to him, right? Yeah. When you are goddamn deceived.
And if I could, it's real heavy. If we could read that scripture one more again in Isaiah 45:7, because I want to bring that point home, and then we're going to go to Revelation.
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light.
This is the Most High talking.
And create darkness.
He creates darkness. What is darkness in a sense, right? That horrific mass shooting. The Most High created that.
Right. And a kingdom, if I will.
Okay.
A kingdom where nobody knows what the hell's going on, because what are they doing? They're groping this blind man. They don't know what the hell's going on inside this goddamn kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Democrat, Republican. This, that. Breast cancer, testicular cancer, you know what I'm saying? Right. They're just doting about, everything, groping this blind man, Baptist, Episcopalian, Methodist, I don't know.
Right.
That's what people do in the dark, right? You go inside a pitch black room and you ain't got no lights there. You gotta go trying to feel your way around everything. Okay, I thought I laid it over there. All right. That's how you are.
Right. And if I could, if we can get the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4. Because see, here's the thing. We got to understand that once we come back as a nation, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, then the Most High, God, is going to start fighting for us. And he has a plethora of ways to do that. He can use our enemies to start killing each other. You understand? Right. We're going to bring it out in the scriptures here in Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4.
Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red.
And that's the red horse. Go ahead.
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Take what from the earth?
Peace.
And that's the thing about it. You wonder why all these tragedies are happening in America, in Babylon. The Most High is taking peace from the earth, according to the scriptures. You understand? Go ahead.
And that they should kill one another.
Wait a minute. And they should kill one another. The white man killing each other. You understand me?
World War II.
World War II. World War III that's coming.
World War I.
Right. The Korean War, the Vietnam, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Friendly fire and all that stuff like that.
Right. If I will. World War I and World War II ended up in millions of the casualties of the white man. The white man died more in those wars than anybody else.
Right.
They died by the millions, 6 million in World War II just because of the Jewish people. That's not counting the other, 34 million that died of regular white people. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like what the officers break it out, and this is heavy, and it's a reason why this horse is red. Precept. And the first came out
instance, like Esau, he came out red and hairy.
Right.
Cain had the mark, you know, because he was, what was that? Cain had the mark.
The mark, yeah, the mark, but it didn't go into specifics of what the mark is. How you found out what the mark is because when you go into, you know what I'm saying, after the flood, how all agendas started back up again. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
How all the agendas started back up in where they left off. The gods of the Horites were the same gods that came from before the flood, the pre-flood era. Yeah. They were same gods. Everything, nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Everything picked back up where it left off, but it's just done better the next time than what it was the first. Right. America, right? Who ran America? The same red people, right?
Right.
What happened to the new America? It became bigger and more powerful, didn't it? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's called the daughter of Babylon. Because the whoredom inside the daughter is worse than the mother. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? The daughters grow up bigger whores. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. It's real heavy because the thing is we have learned the ways of the heathen here in America. In the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yahanna, we are here as the priests and prophets of the Most High to draw our people out of this Babylonian wicked-ass place. You understand? Now, don't be trying to hang out with white people at country music concerts, any kind of damn concert, mind you, because you see what's happening to them. The white man is the real murderer and thug on the planet. You understand me? He just shot up this country music bar in California. He shot up the synagogue in Pittsburgh. He shot up a Kroger in Louisville, Kentucky. Dylan Roof shot up a church in South Carolina. Stephen Paddock shot up a country music concert in Las Vegas. And there was a white man that shot up Waffle House. It's all kind of white kids shooting up schools. So who's the real goddamn murderer on the planet? You want to look at the black man because he's got his pants sagging. Hell, right. Most black men can't even afford a goddamn gun. You understand me? And if he get one, it's going to be hot. You understand me?
Right. No doubt.
Right. So, and that's something for y'all to realize just watching the video, the stream, right? The black man's not the enemy. He's not the bad guy. We the good guys, man. You understand me? And I'm talking about righteous in the sense that we trying to live by the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. We do in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General Yahanna. We trying to draw the average brother out of that. Because he thinks in that Christian church he's living a holy, godly life. But what he don't understand is that Christian pastor is lining you up to be a homosexual, man.
Right.
You understand? He want man butt. I'm just going to keep it real with you. You understand me? Yeah, and these fake Israelite groups, they go over to Africa. They want African man butt.
Right.
You understand? That's just what it is. You need to get out that Christian church or that fake Israelite group and come into the truth.
That's right.
In the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General Yahanna. And if I could, this is real heavy because this is in the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha where it talks about how the Most High created those evil spirits. If we can get that in.
Did you want to finish?
Oh yeah, we can go ahead. Get that in there. Salak.
This needs to be ran through. You know what I'm saying?
God.
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Who takes peace from the earth? The white man takes peace from the earth.
Right.
He's the one that takes peace from the earth. You know what I'm saying? The Lord has given it. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And if the white man is the wicked, right?
Right.
The Lord is allowing the white man to go ahead and take peace from the earth. You know what I'm saying? To destroy the earth. So when the Lord rises up to the plate, he will destroy him. But as far as with this scripture says that, and that they should kill one another. Precept, apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? And when you go into the book of Maccabees, when they talk about and evils were multiplying in the earth after the reign of Alexander.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, it said, and they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Let's go to Genesis 27 and 40.
Okay, God, don't do that. That's the thing about it. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. We got to get right in, because see, here's the thing. Now, you get mad at us, but who? I'm chilling. We chilling. Who just shot up that country music bar? Wasn't it the white man? All those instances and accounts that I brought up of white men, white people shooting up innocent people. You understand me? Now, if you want it to stop, then maybe the police need to start racially profiling white men instead of black men.
Yes, they really need to do that. Because white men, I don't mean to get the sluggy warrior, white men are killing in mass. Black men have never been a mass murderer. They talk, well, black men shooting each other. When a black man go and shoot somebody, black man might shoot 1, 2, 3 people, maybe.
Right.
White men will go into a place and kill 40 people.
Right.
40 people that he didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? They never done nothing to him. Black people are killing people that like owe them money, that try to pump them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The white man say, you know what? I'm tired of the government. I hate this government. The government is making us live next to these blacks and Hispanics, and they're this and they're that, so I have to do something to, you know, get my name, get my face out there to where they know that middle-aged white men are angry.
Right.
And everybody else is just like, you know, well, you just charge us to the gang. He didn't want to kill them, but he got to make a statement. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So he goes and kills 40 people, you know what I'm saying, that he did not know. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of people.
Right, and if I could, it's real heavy, because he will kill 40 people over something that black men deal with every day. A black man lost his kids in child support court. He lost his family. You understand me? And what does the white man do? See, he can't take that anguish. But he looks at us like we're supposed to be fine with losing our wife and our kids. Right. Like that's a normal thing. A black man ain't supposed to have a woman or his kids. But the white man, it happened to the white man, he's ready to flip the fuck out. So lock it, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right, damn right. Because he can't stand the thought of losing his heir. You see what I'm saying? Or the producers of his heir, which is his white woman. He can't stand the thought of that. Because, you know, no wife, no heirs, right? No son, you lost that heir. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the way he's thinking, you know what I'm saying? But let's get to the scripture. Matter of fact, instead of going to verse 40, we're going to go up to 38 first. Okay. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Because this was after Jacob, you know what I'm saying, it came and supplanted the blessing, right? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, now he got a blessing now. Right. The Lord had obviously revealed something to Isaac in this time, because you can't just make up a goddamn blessing to give your kids. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't make it up. You see what I'm saying? You got to sit there, you know what I'm saying? The Lord has to reveal something, and then you give them that. Once you gave it, I mean, there's nothing else that can be done there. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord gave something else. You see what I'm saying? For Esau, right? Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, right? What does this mean? Everywhere he goes, that it's going to be, you cut on what is it, the TLC, the travel, or travel channel? Right. Who do you see in the fatness of the earth, right? It said that his blessings will be in the fatness of the earth. Didn't it say that? Right. And of the dew of heaven from above. What does that mean? Because what does the dew of heaven cover? It cover everything that's green. It cover everything that, you know what I'm saying? Lush. All the lush lands, all the greatest places on the earth. Cut on the travel channel and see who's there. That'll show you who this is talking about. And by thy sword shalt thou live. Wait a minute, hold on. We was just in that, wasn't we?
Right.
Okay, we was at Revelation 6 and 4,
6
right?
and 4, come.
It said, by thy sword shalt thou live, right? So
Come.
that means, obviously, it said, by the sword shalt thou live. That means his sword will be better than his competitors.
Mm.
Right? It would have to be in order for him to be in this, right?
Right.
In order for this to be his blessing, his sword would have to be more powerful than his competitors. Now let's go back to Revelation chapter 4. What was it, 4 and 6?
6 and 4.
Okay, so like 6 and 4. Yeah. Let's go back into that.
It's real heavy because, see, that sword nowadays is a gun, it's an assault rifle, whatever the weapon that the white man uses to kill. You understand me?
Right. The second part of the 4, and they shall kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Great sword.
Damn.
Right.
Red man.
The red man.
Red, with a sword, a great sword.
God.
Back in the Genesis, and the first came out red,
Red.
and by the sword shalt thou live.
Man. I don't know how you can dispute that this is not talking about the so-called white man on the planet today, who is the nation of Edom, right?
If I will, right quick, warrior.
Okay.
Who was ruling during the time the Revelations was written? Rome.
Right.
Rome was ruling at this time. You see what I'm saying? So who was John talking about? What race of Rome? If we know that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is the Israelites, right?
Right.
Who was ruling during the time of John that wrote Revelations? The white man, of course. As a matter of fact, what was John at during the time Revelations was written?
He was in
prison.
Con.
On the island of Patmos. Where niggas at today?
Prison.
I don't know how you can go without seeing the parallel there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead, Warrior.
And it's real heavy because, see, here's the thing. We bring this out so that our people can no longer be deceived. That's just like this big midterm election that came up, that just now passed. Now, I hope you did not go out there and vote thinking that you was going to vote and bring peace in your community, in your neighborhood.
Right.
When the white man's out there with assault rifles killing everybody.
Right.
That's whatever you vote's not gonna stop the white man from killing you if you hanging out with white people.
Right.
You understand me? It's not gonna. How can you vote your way into peace? That don't make sense when you got a ravenous beast that's in the midst.
Right.
I'm just bringing it out, so don't get mad. Don't try to flag the video. Don't all that old stuff. We just reading the scriptures. We chilling. We inside. You know,
right.
We dwelling in tents. We cool. Now the goddamn white man's out there with his. Now you got to think of how, if I could, this is something I just popped up to me. He's at this event and he already got this weapon there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you talk about a black man in the club, like he, shooting up the club. Who's the real thug?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He outdo the black man in killing and doing all that stuff 100-fold.
Well, you know what? Here's the funny thing about it. Let me tell you what black people do, though. Black men will say, yeah, niggas just be shooting up the place, huh? You know what I'm saying? But then, when you talk about the white man who can shoot, who can kill on a higher level, they praise that. They say, well, hell, you think you bad? Look at the white man, though. Well, obviously, you bragging on killing right then.
Right.
The same thing that you said was evil.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You bragging on killing right then, at the same damn thing before, in the other breath, you said was evil when a black man did it, but just because a white man can do it a lot more, that make it good.
That's real crazy and it's
Woo,
heavy.
ain't that something?
Because the thing is we demonize in all the movies. How come they don't never make movies about white men being mass murderers?
No, but this is what we do to each other, though.
Right, kind of.
To hell with what the white man do. You know what I'm saying? White man gonna do what he do. We do this to each other. That's the point. You know what I'm saying?
God.
You get what I'm saying, though?
God.
We do this shit to each other, though.
And that's
the white man gonna do that.
God. And if I could, that's why brotherhood is so important. It's a weapon, right? We in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yahanna, we are strong on brotherhood. What is that? That's so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians coming together in solidarity, supporting each other, loving our brother. And how do we do that? By living by these laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible, right? And the only place that you're going to properly learn how to live by those laws is in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yahanna.
Right.
Since 1969, we've been dropping the truth. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites according to the Bible. The true Jews, not the Jewish man who just got shot up in that synagogue in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? The white man, the devil, is on the loose. And don't you get caught up hanging out with white folks at some country bar, some rock bar. I don't care if it's a damn rap scene, you know, in a wigger or wherever you call them out there.
Yeah, you don't want a Kid Rock type. Or Paul Wall. You know what I'm saying?
God.
All of that. You don't want to be caught up in that bullshit either.
Right. Some one Machine Gun Kelly or whatever these new ones they got out. And here's the thing, it's real heavy. And if I could, do we get that in Ecclesiasticus? Or are you still breaking it down? I think Ecclesiasticus.
Let me see. I think I'm done with that.
39 and 28, because, and we going into the Apocrypha. Okay, let me explain about the Apocrypha. The 1611 version of the Bible, the original works of the Bible, the white man took this out because it linked a lot of our history and our past and our culture. Precious scriptures, you understand? We're going to go into the Apocrypha, which is a part of the original 1611 Bible. You understand me? Now you can go on Wikipedia and you can look up George Washington inaugural Bible. Former presidents then put their hand on it and swore oath on that Bible. So you don't believe me, you can check it out there. And if I could, if we could get that scripture.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
Whoa, now that's heavy right there. Who creates spirits? The Lord creates spirits for what?
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
Right.
Now, in Louisville, Kentucky, where we both are coming from, a couple of weeks ago, there was another mass shooting at a Kroger grocery store. The white man shot black people. Now, these black people, even though they might not be in the truth, they were still the children of Israel.
Right.
So what was the Most High's response? If you could read that from the top again.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
There be spirits that were created for vengeance. Look what just happened as a response to black people getting killed. White people get killed.
Right.
Because white people killed black people, the Most High allowed white people to kill one another, like in Revelation 6 and 4 we just brought out. You understand me? The Most High has perfect justice and judgment. You understand? So don't get mad at us. If you didn't want that to happen, then you need to stop killing black people. You understand?
Which in their fury lay on sword strokes.
Man, and I bet there was screaming and hollering and chaos in that bar. Commotion, laying on sword strokes. You understand me? When that white man just maliciously starts shooting other white people. Right. You understand?
Right. He had an angel in his ear like,
do it.
Get him.
Mm-hmm.
The government's been, you know what I'm saying, they've been, they've been doing this and they've been doing that. Get him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you know what I'm saying? The white man, he going off.
He turned into Rambo. And if I could, I would like, if we could hold that for a minute, I want to bring out a little more about who he was.
If I will, I got to say something real quick. Remember that? There they go. There they go. There they go.
happy because see, here's the thing. A lot of people think, oh, a black man is out here doing all this. Man, black men, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, when we do something, it's personal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody, you know, shorted us in a dice game or something like that. It's personal. But it's something very simple. It might not even be nothing.
Because the white man, now here's the thing about it is, the white man, especially when you got these lower level white men.
Right.
These lower level white men is like, man, look, I'm not even getting it. This is the kingdom that we run. And look at my situation inside this kingdom.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
God.
I'm poor inside this kingdom that our people have taken over, and obviously we were just used.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? So he's thinking, well, the government has just used us and put us next to the blacks, and then he see the black man running around on chrome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He see that, and now he's like, to hell with the government, to hell with all of this. I'm going to make a goddamn statement.
And if I could, he was a veteran. And what's coming up? Veterans Day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he realizes that America really doesn't give a damn about their veterans.
Hell, I did all this for my country, and look what the hell they do to me.
Right.
I did all this for my country, and I sat there and I did this and I did that, and you know, I went over and I fought and I, you know, did war, and I seen my buddies get their heads blown off. And look what they've done to me here, and then look what they're doing to us.
God.
I gotta do something. I gotta do something about this. And that's the way they think.
God. And if I could, I'm going to bring this story out. This is courtesy of CBS News. The title, California bar shooting leaves 13 dead, including sheriffs, sergeant, and gunmen.
Oh, wait a minute. Including who?
Including the gunman.
No.
Sheriff,
Yeah,
sergeant.
mentioned that part.
God, the police. Now think
Yeah.
about this sheriff that's probably been going out there, you know, rousting young black men his whole life.
Right.
You understand?
How did they take this guy?
Yeah, he got killed by the gunshot.
No, the guy that did it.
Oh, no, I think we about to get into it. We about to get into the story. Salaki. It says, a gunman opened fire late Thursday night in a Southern California bar and country music venue. Don't pay to be in them country music venues, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Southern California over there. Southern California.
Right. It said the Ventura County Sheriff said the bar was crowded with more than 100 people, many of them college students during the bar's weekly college night.
Sound like the Gramble in Louisville.
Dang. The gunman, identified by police as Ian David Long, 28, killed 12 people, including a sheriff's sergeant who responded to the gunfire.
Huh.
Wow. And if I could, it's real heavy because that's just like General Muhammad was saying. If white people do not want to get killed by these mass shooters, the police needs to start racially profiling white men.
Yes.
Because here's the thing, like I brought out earlier, who shot the people in this California bar? White man.
Right.
The Kroger grocery store, white man. The synagogue in Pittsburgh, white man. In South Carolina, the church with the black people, Dylan Roof, white man.
You mentioned Vegas?
Stephen Paddock, white man. That Waffle House, white man.
Right.
These school shootings, white boys. So, in order for white people to be safe, I think they're racially profiling the wrong race of people.
Right.
You need to start profiling your own.
Yeah, no doubt.
You understand? And that way you can be safe.
Right.
You need to get that white man man out the car, get him out of his car, grab him, take him to the back of the trunk, and put his head into the trunk.
Make sure he doesn't have C4.
He doesn't have C4.
Make sure that he's not packing any type of gun, any type of weapon, because hell, a white man can come in with 2 9s, obviously, and go in and blow. You know, that one incident happened like that, where the dude just came out with 2 goddamn pistols.
Right.
He said, the hell with the big guns. He broke out 2 goddamn pistols, and he was goddamn Brandon Heat on that one was showed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
he came like Bruce Willis in one show, Last Man Standing.
Right.
He became that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm not gonna break out the AR-15. I'm not gonna break out the AK. Give me the.
Right.
And he did that. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to make it a little more real and personal. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to hide. He didn't want to pick nobody off from yards away. He's like, nah, I'm gonna make this shit burst.
Damn.
Bah, 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 bah. He did that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? He wanted to make everything real. You know what I'm saying? And personal. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to get it in.
and that's real heavy because see, that's this white man. You understand? I'm just saying, the nation of Edom, according to the Bible, if you don't know who we're talking about, right? He came through the lineage of Esau, who became Edom, the Idumeans, the Grecians. Now they call themselves Romans, Italian, French.
Right.
He's a fugitive.
Spaniards, Portuguese.
Right. Almania, whatever you call them.
Hell, they call themselves every goddamn thing now. They the South African now too.
Right, and that's what a fugitive does.
Right.
He's a fugitive from the Most High for his crimes against humanity, namely so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who are the true Israelites according to the Bible. You know, that's what a fugitive does. He changes his name. His identity. You know what I'm saying, to get, so, he can't be found out about his crimes. But as you can see, with all these recent rashes of mass shootings here in America, the Most High created evil or created spirits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if I could, let me finish up on this story. We talked about, it said, police later found the shooter dead inside the bar, possibly from a self-inflicted wound.
Means nobody else pulled on him. No backup was called. None of that. Obviously, because, hell, if he sat there and killed a sheriff sergeant, it should have been police coming in every goddamn word. They should have had that whole goddamn place on lock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They should have came in that bad boy, you know what I'm saying, with, all military vests, all kind of stuff, but why in the hell was he able to get killed? And then the suspect obviously figured, I did all of this, now I'm going to go ahead and off myself.
Right.
Because that's be the plan of a lot of those white dudes. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do something real big, real catastrophic, and then I'm going to go ahead and off myself. Why didn't he get that chance?
It's real heavy what you bringing out, because like you were saying, that should have been the whole goddamn sheriff department there to stop this. Now, black man, you'll have the whole goddamn force on you if you got a broken tail light. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got a broken tail light, they out there, and you like, damn, you take all this many cop cars? Damn, I was going to get it fixed. You understand me?
Right.
You dealing with a ravenous beast, a goddamn animal. You understand me?
Right.
And if I could, let me finish up on this. The rampage took place at the Borderline Bar and Grill in Thousand Oaks, about 40 miles northwest of Los Angeles. Authorities don't yet know the motive for the shooting. We know. We just brought it out in the scripture.
Yeah, we just said it.
Slocky.
We don't have to know. You know what I'm saying?
And let me see. It said there was just young people, like young, 18, 19, 20, just having a great time, said a stepfather who was at the bar with his stepson. And this is the cop-out that they're using for a lot of white men that's doing this. It says, and this maniac came in and started shooting at people for no reason at all. Black man, how come, you know, you doing stuff under oppression and oppressed? How come they don't call you a maniac? How come you can't get the cop out of being mentally ill?
Right.
The white man, they use these little catchphrases and these words, so he's a maniac.
Right. And if they do call you a maniac, they calling you a maniac to say that we have to put him down. He has to die. But the white man that they call a maniac, they say he needs some psychiatric help.
Right.
He needs to be helped. He's just, you know, something happened. He had an ingrown toenail, and that's what led him to do what he did today. They're coming like that. With us, on the other hand, he's a maniac. He's a crazed maniac.
Right.
They look at him as how the Philistines looked at Samson. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at him, the black man. They look at him directly how the Philistines looked at Samson. You see what I'm saying? Crazy nigga. Just doing a lot of, you know, nigga stuff. He just being, there's no reason. He just turn up everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me see if they got more on this. As Amazing Grace filled the Fred Cavelli Theater here in Thursday night, thousands held up candles to honor those lost in the mass shooting at Borderline Bar and Grill less than 24 hours earlier. And that's the thing about it. There's always a vigil and all this stuff like they had at the Kroger killing in Louisville, Kentucky. They held this vigil as though white folks were really sorry that black people got killed. Don't believe the hype. Don't get gamed up. You understand me? Because if they really wanted to see black people alive, you know what they would do? They would separate from black people.
Right.
And let us, you know, live our lives and they live their goddamn life. You understand me? But, black man, you need to understand this. You are a homeborn slave in this place, man. And the only place that you're going to get free in your mind is in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General YAHANNA.
Right.
You understand me? Since 1969, we've been dropping this truth, waking up brothers and sisters, forming a nation under Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand me? Okay, God. And here's the thing about it. If you want to know more about what we do, why don't you go to that website? It's www.isupk.com. www.isupk.com. And while you're there, there's a link there where you can submit your tithes and your donations and your tribute. You say you love black people, right? Why don't you get involved? Put your money where your mouth is. I mean, we're not like the Christian church. We ain't trying to game you up or anything like that. But here's the thing. Commanding General YAHANNA is an excellent steward of the resources that you give to him. You understand? He is resurrecting black men from the dead. Spiritually, of course. What do I mean? He's getting black men off of drugs. Helping through the prison system. Helping black women turn their lives around. It takes resources to do things. So make sure that you go to the website. www.ISUPK.com. Go to the link for tithes and donations. Get it in and help your nation get strong. But yeah, going back into tonight's class, right? The California mass shooter and the wildfires. And here's the thing about it. The same area where that mass shooting happened is the same area as wildfires.
Right.
I got to tell you something about this area is
Yeah.
wicked.
Yeah.
Hell. You understand?
Right, no doubt. Now think about this for a second. Let's break it. And where did it happen at? What state it happened in?
California.
It happened in California, right? Now, California was compiled of actually two names.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? The state of California, they don't just make the stuff up. You know what I'm saying? This is Milwaukee. Like, it just sounds good, huh?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, was it Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They're not just making these things up. Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Where we from? You know, Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying? They're not just making this stuff up. This stuff comes from something. It's not something that just roll off the tongue. Like, yeah, that sounds good.
Right.
Even though we don't know what the hell it means, it sounds good. We're going to use it. No, that's not how they do things. California was made up of two goddamn names. You see what I'm saying? America is Babylon.
Right.
Babylon is compiled of many, many gods. As we can, you know, that's a whole other class right there. You know what I'm saying? But California comes from two names. Kali, which is the Hindu goddess. The one with all the blue bitch with all the arms, with the heads and the swords. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you have, it's just, only thing is spelt with a C instead of a K. You see what I'm saying? And Fornia is the Greek name meaning fornication. That's why they came out with that show, Californication. You see, and a song. They had a song to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They came over with a hit show, and what was it, Showtime? I don't know how many seasons it ran, but it was called Californication.
Californication.
You see what I'm saying? That's what the name of California is. Fornia is Greek. You see what I'm saying? Now, what was Sodom and Gomorrah known for?
Damn.
Sodom and Gomorrah was known for fornication, was they not?
Right.
Yeah, they were. What happened with Sodom and Gomorrah? Wasn't just them, Zeboim and Admah also, because they made up the whole goddamn known world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was 5 cities. Zoar caught the least of the wrath. You see what I'm saying? Because it was the most insignificant. But, you know, Sodom, Gomorrah, Zeboim, and Admah caught the bulk of it. They were wiped the hell out. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to see where I'm going with this. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
California catches the most wildfires than any other state because of what?
Fornication and all that old crazy stuff.
Right. They are like a distribution point of whoredom.
And it's real heavy. Think about the porn industry in Hollywood and all that stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? They spreading all that stuff throughout this whole wicked ass kingdom, this empire here in Babylon. You understand? That's in California.
What really good point you just brought out. What is a Hollywood? You know what a Hollywood is? A Hollywood is a sorcerer's stick.
Yeah. The
stick that twists, right? Because actually the term wicked comes from twisted. You see what I'm saying? Whenever you say that's a wicked ass nigga right there, that's a twisted man.
Dang, that's
you see what I'm saying? A Hollywood is a wooden stick that the sorcerers and witches used to use that's twisted and goes all the way up.
Dang.
That's what a Hollywood is. It's a sorcerer's stick that's twisted. You see what I'm saying? That's like wicker furniture. You know what I'm saying? Wicker furniture comes from the name wicked, right? Because it's what? It's twisted. You see what I'm saying? Interwoven in the stuff is wicker furniture. You know what I'm saying? The Wiccas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The religion Wicca. What is it? Twisted. You see what I'm saying? Ways that are twisted. Good and evil mixed together. You know what I'm saying? Hell, that's like a tornado shit. A tornado. Hot, cold mix. Twist together. Form a...
And if I could, let me bring this out just real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 1:15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
Ha!
That's the white man. You know
what I'm saying? Back in the day.
Right, the white man can't be made straight, man.
Right.
He was created to be wicked. That's just right off the dome right there with that with Salak.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now with that, you know what I'm saying? That's what a Hollywood is. That's why it's called Hollywood. Hollywood is where your movies came out at. Now think about it for a second. Now, how the hell are you gonna sit there and fit a bunch of people inside a little screen? Does this physically make sense?
That's witchcraft or something. I don't know.
Yeah, does it physically make sense?
Nah.
I mean, does it physically make sense to see your favorite movie star who is 6'5" inside of a
Right. Shit, nowadays on a dang on cell phone screen.
right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you looking at that like, how are they capturing the whole essence of life in this?
Right. So way back hundreds of years ago, what did they have? They had crystal balls.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That they were supposed to look in and see things, right? You see what I'm saying? Some connection there, huh?
That's crazy.
And movies come out through what? Hollywood.
Damn.
Californication. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that television or none of that stuff is wicked. You can use those things for your, what does the scripture say? Precept. Use this world without abusing it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Use the things in this world without abusing the stuff. Hell, the cell phone, all of this stuff was made out of, but you can use it for your, you know what I'm saying? What you trust in, like that is what makes it evil. It starts to really make it evil. You know what I'm saying? What you totally trust in. You see what I'm saying? So you figure, I just can't live without this. Now you stepping into adultery now.
And if I could, I want to give some shout outs to people watching the class. It's Swisher, Demond, and
Louisville niggas on it?
It might be, you know what I'm saying? Wilson, McIntosh, Greg Cox, and there's a female, Anasia Little. Hey,
shout out.
You know what I'm saying? The water, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Share the class, like the page and all that good stuff like that. You understand? But it's real heavy because see, here's the thing. We gotta understand that here in this damn Babylon, here in America, voting is not going to help us, right? And all this other stuff we've been told that's going to get us out of a Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? We not, only, that stinking traitor Martin Luther King, he lied to black people. You understand me? And I know some of y'all might be like, nah, wait a minute, my grandmama celebrate Martin Luther King Day, Martin Luther the King, and all that stuff like Martin Luther the King, right? The king of cooneries, like you understand me?
Yeah. Exactly, Coon King.
King Coon or whatever.
King Coon Pa.
Right. You understand me? But if I could, and it's real heavy because you see all these shootings, it should be obvious that these white people are not your friends, you understand?
They're your enemy.
They your enemy. We're going to bring it out. If I could, like in the scriptures, if I could, in the book of, matter of fact, I want to bring this story out real quick because we got to get into the wildfires too, because this got to be a heck of a coincidence for all you Christians out there, right? It's not a coincidence. This is of the Most High. We just brought it out.
Damn right.
You understand that the Most High is causing this to befall the white man. And I'm going to bring out this story if I could. Now this is courtesy of the Denver Post, right? Fires besiege California city, reeling from mass shooting. Wow. You talk about a double whammy, right? This is happening in the same town. Man, that's just like the tornado that hits the middle of the country and rips apart the rednecks trailer park.
Right.
The Most High does not like the nation of Edom, according to the Bible. And it's apparent in this story I'm about to bring out. Thousand Oaks, California, a city reeling from the tragedy of a mass shooting, was under a siege of a different sort Friday as raging wildfires on both sides of the city forced widespread evacuations and shut down part of the main freeway to town. Man, that's crazy.
Wow.
Now, that can't be a coincidence. These are a lot of Christians, a lot of Catholic white people. I thought white Jesus was going to save the white man.
Right, yeah. Where is he at?
Where's white Jesus at?
Why is he allowing that to happen?
Mayonnaise man.
Right?
You understand me?
Yeah.
If
It's a hippie. You know what I'm saying? Where he at? Woodstock Jesus. Where he at?
right. God, Salaki. Flames driven by powerful winds torched at least 150 homes in Southern California, burning parts of Tony Caballas and mansions in Malibu.
Huh?
You're rich people, right? In Malibu. And prompting orders for 250,000 people, including some celebrities, to flee as the fire marched across the Santa Monica Mountains. The Santa Monica Mountains. And if I could, real quick, if we can get to the book of Psalm, chapter 83 and verse 13. Because remember right here, we just read that it said fire marched across the Santa Monica Mountains toward the sea. Now that's real heavy. Remember that point. Now, to the unlearned person, they're going to think this is all coincidences. The white man and white people being shot up in a bar. Now, fire is burning up the white man. That tells you something right there. God does not like the white man. Right. You understand me? And according to the scriptures, you are supposed to separate from these people.
Right.
It's a good thing. Because if you hanging around them, you're going to get burned up too. And right. If I could, let me get that real quick. Salakia.
Psalms chapter 83. And you said?
Verse 13, if I could.
Verse 13. Oh my God.
Well, this is the Most High. Go ahead.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
What? Right. You ever seen a wheel? You know what I'm saying? A stubble is nothing. It's just, it's nothing. Now this is the Most High doing this. Right. This is the point I'm making. It's the Most High's doing this.
Right. It's a stubble before the wind also. What does the wind come through? It blows the stubble everywhere.
Right.
Confusion. Everything been scattered out. You know what I'm saying?
God.
As the fire burneth a wood.
As the fire burneth a wood. Right? A lot of them houses made of wood out there. You know, the Most High's doing it, right?
Right.
He's burning them houses, them mansions in Malibu. You understand me? Places that you could never live in, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. And if you Hispanic, you know, you out there trying to be a Mexican or something like that, trying to get in where you fit in, they don't really care about you. Matter of fact, they trying to ship you back across the border. It's lucky.
Right.
If I could, go ahead.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the what on fire?
Mountains.
And that's the thing what's happening in Malibu, in California. The same place where this white man shot up other white people. Now the flames is setting the mountains on fire.
Right.
The Most High is causing those wildfires. You understand?
And will. You know, I know a lot of people say, okay, well, it might be those mountains where a whole lot of people don't live at, where you got these little tucked away groups and they live up in the mountains. No, that ain't just what it's talking about. When we talk about setting the mountains on fire, it means high up governmental structures, the people that's at the top of Hollywood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all of these other things that are in California, you know what I'm saying? These are mountains, governmental structures that lead all the way up like a goddamn pyramid. You know, because that's what a pyramid actually represents. It represents a mountain. Damn. You see what I'm saying?
That's heavy.
So, at the top of those structures, you know what I'm saying? When you put that in metaphoric terms, you know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, you have your base down here, which is always us at the goddamn bottom, black, Hispanics, Native Indians. God. And then as it goes up, right, that is a goddamn mountain. And at the very top, you have the elite, and it says that the fire do what? As a fire... and as the flames set the mountains on fire, burning all the way the hell down. You know what I'm saying?
God, it's like a parallel. It's literally happening. And look at all this turmoil with Trump and all this stuff that's going on. They, you know, he's under fire.
Burn Hollywood, burn. Remember that?
Right. Burn Hollywood, burn.
Burn Hollywood, burn. Hollywood,
that's real heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because he's coming under fire with all the stuff with him, you know. being belligerent with this black woman, you know, this reporter. You see that come out? He just said she was stupid or dumb or something like that.
That don't mean something. That should mean something to us.
Right.
That's not going to mean shit to white people.
Right.
That should mean something to us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Black reporter, black Negro, they don't care nothing about that. That's not really gonna do nothing with them. That should do something with us.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
You know, but when he started to attack white people, that's when the problem's gonna really start to crack off.
Right.
When he starts to attack whites.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's when things is gonna get real ugly. Long as he's attacking black and American, blacks and Hispanics, nobody cares about blacks and Hispanics. Everybody hates blacks and Hispanics. That's why they elected his ass in the first place.
Right.
That's why they put him in there, because he spoke against us. So him saying what he said against that dumbass black woman doesn't mean anything.
Damn. It's real heavy, because the thing is, I mean, the point in it is this, sisters, black women, you got to understand that the white man have it out for you too. You might be working close to him and amongst him, but that's just like the black woman that got shot at that Kroger grocery market in Louisville, Kentucky. You understand me? Shot by a white man. Neil Wilson in Oakland, California this summer. She got her throat slit by a white man. Why are you trying to defend him and come against your brothers? No. What you need to do is separate from him and come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohanna and learn how to be a righteous sister according to the scriptures. You understand?
Right. Or you'll die.
Right.
Those are your options.
I had a little catchphrase I came up with: law up or die. Right. You know how they say pony up or whatever? You need to law up or die. And that's living by the laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. You understand me? And it's real talk. Because, see, here's the thing. You hanging around Esau, the so-called white man, mayonnaise man, right? Death is on him for his malicious crimes against so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? We bring that out because we don't want you to be the next victim of his mass shootings. You understand? If you can't even go into your grocery supermarket and shop without him killing you, you need to be vigilant. What does that mean? You need to be watchful. You need to be very concerned. You're working in corporate America and you think, well, I got this desk job and everybody treats me nice and they let me get a free donut here and there, you know what I'm saying, in the break room and some coffee, and every once in a while he squeezes your buns. You know what I'm saying? Just let you know what I'm saying? You getting harassed by Weinstein or whoever, these people like that? Nah, you worth more than that. That's if you believe it. And the thing is you got to believe it. You see this all-American, blonde hair, blue-eyed, Billy and Bob Brett, and thinking that they are, just because they speak well, that's what they don't understand. Like, the scripture said that the serpent was the most subtle beast of the field. Now, that serpent in Genesis represents the so-called white man today. He speaks nice, right? Hey, Lucretia, how you doing today? All right? He talks real good and cunning and very smooth and coy. And then he kills you. Just like a real snake, right? You don't see the snake in the grass. You walk, you get your ankle. The venom starts coursing through your veins. What is that venom?
Dude, she need to get up under her motherfucking man. That's what she need to do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of her dealing with the serpent and trying to learn the serpent's ways.
Right.
She don't need to hell with that. Get with her man. You see what I'm saying? Get with her man. That simplifies a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? With her trying to understand him, like she's not gonna be a strategic. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? She can't. She's weak. You know what I'm saying? Get behind your goddamn man.
Right.
Quit trying to be thinking you know it, goddamn all. Get behind your goddamn man. That's it. Let him deal with how strategic the goddamn serpent is. You know what I'm saying? You get behind your goddamn man and start cooking and shit.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Start cooking, start giving him the goddamn back rubs, and start doing, you know what I'm saying, if he needs something written down, you write that shit down. You do that. You deal directly with that serpent. I don't give a damn how many times you think that you can weave, and you think, well, I understand him. And you gonna end up, you know, with his rod down your throat. That's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna keep it real. Man. I'm just gonna keep it real.
I mean, it's real talk.
That's what you like. You can bounce on and have that. Leave that black man to have him another woman better than you.
Right.
That's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be convinced. You need to get behind your goddamn man. That's what the hell you need to do. Damn. Get behind your man. Support that man. Because if you sat there and try to spar with that goddamn white man and every goddamn thing, you being the weaker goddamn vessel, the only damn thing you're going to do is end up mad at that goddamn black man thinking you know some strategic tactics against him. You're going to go in the police force. I'm going to get into the army and police force, and I'm going to, you know, take over things with the inside. Yeah, the only thing that's going to happen, you're going to wind up in one of them goddamn tents somewhere over in in the Middle East. Getting the hell banged out of you inside one of them goddamn tents, and you'll never be good for another black man ever again. That's what'll happen.
I mean, what was that, Lavina Johnson? She went over, she joined the white man's military. And what happened? She got gang raped by a bunch of white soldiers.
Right, and they shot her in her goddamn head.
I mean, they said there was bodily fluids. Oh, we're not going to get that graphic, but
there was bodily fluids all over her and lied on her goddamn vagina.
Wow. This is a black woman.
Could you imagine how bad that burnt? They put that lie on her vagina.
I mean, mind you, this is what white men did to a black soldier, woman, a female soldier, right? She joined the United States military and everything with this bravado,
right, thinking
that she was gonna. And this is for all you.
And hoe. Translation.
Man.
Female soldier, translate hoe.
And it's real heavy for any so-called black female active duty military personnel or veterans for this so-called Veterans Day, right? You need to think about why you are in Esau's military. Now, if you in it, then, you know, I'm not telling you to go AWOL or nothing like that, but you need to really contact somebody in the school and figure out what you need to do.
Right.
In the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
And
we can give you counsel.
If I will warn you. There has been very few military women that have contacted me. I get a lot of contact calls. I'm talking about very few, and the ones that do, not one of them could even come into, you know what I'm saying, truth.
Man.
I'm just saying, that's a lot. I mean, and I've dealt with military women since I've been in this truth. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing you'll find out about them is how much they love that goddamn white man.
Damn.
It just is what it is. They're not there. They're there because, for one damn thing, and I don't care, I'll blast them on it. Because they're there because they can do things overseas and nobody knows.
Damn.
That they can't do here. I mean, they have to have some little level of shame inside their hood and stuff like that, or something like that.
Right.
Some little level. But they over there, all bets is off.
Man.
She might screw around like different dudes here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In America. But she can go over there. She can get banged by 5 or 6 white men in one tent and then not get back.
Her whole crimes won't get back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. That's
just like those sisters that got locked up. They were lesbians that were selling K, that had K2, and they locked them up over in Kuwait.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. I mean, think about it. What was that black woman doing in the tent with a bunch of white dudes? And they sprinkled lye in her vagina.
Now, that's heinous. That's just...
And they found semen all over her, did they not?
Damn.
down to it, because the white man, being the animal that he is, they all screwed her like an animal. You know what I'm saying? And then when she was degraded so goddamn bad to where they was like, oh shit, she's, damn, we did something wrong. Now they had to off her black ass. Because the stuff was going to get out, because they did something so horrible to her. She was loving it at first, but they wanted to raise up the bar. You know what I'm saying? And no telling what the hell they wanted to do with her after that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They seen, damn, we can do all this to her. We can nut all over her, and we can, you know what I'm saying, spit all over her. We can kick her. We can do whatever we want. Now all the demons in them, but they wanted to take it up even higher than that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They like, you know, and then they seen, when they took it up higher than that, they seen some type of, you know what I'm saying, humanity in her come, because when the demons left her, now they like, damn, oh shit. We done did something wrong. If this get back to the sergeants and them, no telling what could happen. They all got spooked, and they was like, we gotta kill her. We gotta take her out. Because some of us is like high rank. We could lose our rank.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, damn, we got to do something. That bitch got to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it was a movie like back in the day called Basic with John Travolta or something like that. It's real crazy. I think they end up killing some military personnel, woman. It was like a cover-up. You understand me? A lot of times they get these movies from real-life scenarios.
Right.
Like if they don't get caught, then what do? They write a book or a movie script, you know what I'm saying, to make money. Not only did he kill her, he got pleasure out of, you know, sexually assaulting her, but then he makes money by writing a book or a movie script over her death.
Right.
You understand me?
And then her herself, she's thinking, because she goes over there, she wants a white man. She wants a white man that would actually take her serious enough to marry her. But hell, what white man's gonna want her after she done been screwed by all of these white dudes at the same goddamn time? What white man would actually want her after that?
You know what
I'm saying?
If I could, was she shot? Is that how they said they said
went to the temple?
Yeah, they said she committed suicide or shot herself. But that was
even if they shot herself, she had nut all over her.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't no goddamn race. She was in their tent. It wasn't like they abducted her, took her back, and did all of this shit to her, and then she said, and then she was able to get a gun, right? In the midst of all these combat white dudes, she was able to get her hands on a gun. And threats that she would shoot them. No. And then put it to her own head.
Right. And if I could, here's the common denominator with this while we bringing it out in this particular class. In that instance, white men shot this black woman.
Right.
Just like in California, there's a white man shooting up people. Just like in Nevada, last year, Stephen Paddock, a white man shooting people. Right? Just like at that Kroger killing, that supermarket in Louisville, Kentucky, it was a white man did that. Dylan Roof killing people. In Florida, the white, you know what I'm saying, the white boy that shot up the school there in Benton, Kentucky, or wherever that was, white boy killing people. The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of.
Right.
He's a thief. And if I could, let me bring this scripture out real quick. This is the book of John, chapter 10, and verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. Black man, who stole your ancestors from the west coast of Africa when they fled out of Jerusalem? Who's the thief? The white man's the thief. You understand me? That's why you don't know who you are as a nationality. Black man, you are not African, you're not Ugandan, Nigerian, Wakandan, or whatever the hell they call themselves over there. Some damn African booty scratcher. You, if you are so-called black, Hispanic, Native, Indian man, woman, or child, you are one of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel according to the Bible.
Right.
Not what the white man calls you, not a Negro, not an African American, and all these other bywords and proverbs they have for you. You understand me? And we got to bring it out so you can come to repentance and live a life how the Most High wants you to live. Otherwise, you're going to be out there, you're going to get caught slipping.
Right.
You understand me? And we just bringing it out. The thief is the so-called white man who's the devil, according to the Bible.
Right.
You understand? It's like, and if I could, there was another scripture where it's real heavy in Isaiah 47 and 9, if you could. Because see, here's the thing. We have been losing our young black males to racially profiled murders by white police officers, right? Sheriffs. You understand? Just like in California, right? There's a lot of sheriffs that
49 and 7.
come. And if I could, they talked about how a sheriff got killed in this California bar. I wonder why. We're going to bring it out if I could.
All right. Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 7. Thus saith the Lord.
This is the Lord, right? The Most High. Go ahead.
The Redeemer of Israel.
Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
And his Holy One.
Right.
To him whom man despiseth.
Right. And we get despised when we out there at camp. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
To him whom the nation abhorreth.
Right. Who the nation. America don't love us. You understand me? Go ahead.
To a servant of rulers.
Man. They talk about the loss of the children. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Lost the children.
In 47 and 9, is that where you at? Isaiah 47 and 9?
No, 49 and 7.
Oh, Slocky, I thought you was in 47 and 9.
No,
if I could, yeah, 47 and 9. But yeah, it's real heavy because we're not loved here in America. You understand? So don't be out there trying to celebrate Veterans Day with the white man. I mean, you can get some little perks or something like that, but don't be trying to wave the flag and put yourself out there like that. If I could, Slocky.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day.
Oh, in a moment, in one day. I wonder what that is. Go ahead.
The loss of children.
Whoa. There was a lot of people on the news and news stories saying, I lost my son. Now, this is what's real heavy. The white man, he can feel so much anguish and grief from losing his, young son.
Right.
But when that white police officer pulls the trigger in a moment, in a day, he don't give a damn about a black life. You understand me?
Right.
Black life don't matter to no goddamn white man. You understand? Some white cop. Go ahead.
And widowhood.
Man, and that's the thing about it. Did you want to bring something out on that, or you two want?
Okay, all right. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children, because for one thing, white people are the children of this kingdom. You see what I'm saying? They cared not when they was killing the Lord's children.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why the Lord says in one day these shall come upon thee, the loss of children and widowhood. What does widowhood represent? Their husbands being killed.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They don't care when black women's husbands have been killed all through this 400 years here in America. You see what I'm saying? Because they look at us. Let me tell you how they look at us. We're fuel.
Right.
We're fuel to run this country. So just like nobody cares about a log that's thrown in the fire. Who grieves for that log? To warm the fireplace, to warm the house. Who grieves for that? Right?
Right.
He's replaced with another what? With another log. Nobody remembers that log. Just like no one remembers a black man that dies.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because he's fuel for this kingdom. Think about it. For every black man that gets murdered, right? Look who eats. You got the corners. You see what I'm saying? You get the corners office, the funeral director, funeral people. You have all of this how many people get paid. You work in this kingdom. You work more dead than you are alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once you done come into the, you know what I'm saying, to where you're not too much use for this goddamn kingdom anymore. You know, you're like dried wood. You see what I'm saying? Dried up wood is not good for nothing else other than to be thrown in the fire and burnt. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that they look at us. That's our lot here in America. You see what I'm saying? That's our inheritance here in America from slavery.
Wow. I was just saying it's real heavy because the thing is that we gotta understand that just because that's what these damn Edomites had planned for us, the Most High will stand up for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? And if we can get Isaiah 49 and 26, it's gonna it's gonna show that the Most High will fight for us. We read earlier that He created spirits for vengeance, His vengeance. You understand me? Who does He avenge? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? This damn white man gonna go into this Kroger grocery store in Louisville, Kentucky, and just start indiscriminately shooting black people. Slocky, you just shooting black people.
Yeah, I will. Go ahead, Warrior. You say what you were saying.
No, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. But the Most High, He's gonna feed them their own flesh, if I could.
Right. Can I take this from 24?
Oh, con.
26. All right.
Christ.
Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 24. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? But thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered.
You want to?
I'll break that one down. When you go up to 24, when it says, shall the prey be taken from the mighty? Who's the mighty? Everybody that holds us in the captive, right?
Right.
We think, man, shit, that nigga ain't never getting out of prison.
Right.
That nigga ain't never getting out. Why do we think that? Why do we think he's never getting out of prison? Let me tell you why. Because we think that the people that have him in prison are so goddamn powerful that no one can do anything about it.
Right.
That's why we think that. One of our niggas get locked up, we like, man, shit, that nigga ain't never getting out.
Getting out.
But according to this, it say something different. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? The lawful captive, what is this talking about? The one that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That's the lawful captive right there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away. Wait, whoa. Precept. Go into with Paul, with the Apostle Paul. The earthquake came in the day. I'm going into something now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going into something now.
Right.
What happened when the angel came down? The earthquake came and all the goddamn gates opened up.
Right.
That's something to kind of think about. I'm just saying.
God.
Because they're not going to start releasing brothers out of prison, so you got to think, how brothers going to get delivered in the time when the Lord's going to deliver us, right?
God.
Because most brothers, a lot of brothers, and the number is about 2 million now, shit is going to get up to 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? And jails and all that, we're not even counting all of that. We say there's 2 million in prison, we're just looking on the prison, the literal prison.
Right.
We're not looking at, you know what I'm saying, every jails and all of that, they're scattered all out too. We say there's maybe 2 million in prison. We're not even counting jails. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about here, it said, but thus said the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. Whoa, that taking faith right there, don't it? You know what I'm saying? For I will contend with them that contend with thee. What is this saying right here? Let's put this in nigga terms.
Right.
I have beef with those that got beef with you.
Right.
I had to put it breaking down nigga style. You know what I'm saying?
Niggonometry.
Right. Niggonometry. You know what I'm saying? Nigga-bonics. You know what I'm saying?
God.
And I will save thy children. Oh, here we go again. Here we go with your verse. feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh.
Damn.
What is this talking about? They're going to have to be eating their own goddamn kids.
God.
Because once we're separate, just like we're, the curse with us was we're going to have to, what I'm saying, our children will be meat for us. If we're separate, their children ain't going to have a choice but to be meat for them, huh?
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they shall be drunken with their own blood as with sweet wine.
That's real heavy, just like in that bar shooting, you know what I'm saying? They was just,
right.
I bet they was just falling all over the blood and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was in there, there's blood all over.
And also, too, what this is talking about, because there's going to be so much killing among them, flashback to the Roaring 20s. You know what I'm saying? We were a separate society from them, right?
Huh.
How did Al Capone and them felt when he took out, Jaime Weiss and people like that? How did he feel?
Trying to get him out the game.
No, how did he feel?
I guess he felt pretty
good.
Yeah,
Good. That's how he felt. How you feel like you just had some good new wine? You feel relaxed, don't you?
Right.
Because you figure the day is over. Feeling good.
Right.
That's why it talks about them as sweet wine. Because it's going to feel good when they kill each other. You know what I'm saying? Just like it was during the time when we were separate back in the early 1900s.
Damn.
Al Capone took out Bugs Moran and all of them, and he was joyous off of doing so because he got rid of his enemy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Got it.
So how it feel when a nigga get rid of his enemy?
I mean, shit. It's a vibe, it's good, you know what I'm saying?
Feel good.
Right.
The scripture again. And they shall be drunken with their own blood. It means the blood of what? Other white people.
Right.
As with sweet wine. And all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
And that's the thing about it. If I could, that's what we got to understand, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The Most High is with us.
Right.
Understand me? And when we do what he say to do and live by the laws, statutes, and commandments in this Bible, the Most High is going to fight for us. He will put an evil spirit on a white man to kill up another white man instead of killing us. You understand me? And I think if this last scripture I want to bring out will be like the crescendo of the night. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? If I could, in 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 33, and we got to understand that's why you got to come into the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge under commanding GEN.YAHANNA, right? Come and learn from the priests and prophets of the Most High, not some dude in some purple lingerie, you understand me, or something like that, claiming to be a prophet. That's a homosexual. Same thing as in your black Christian church, you understand? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you said 33, right?
God.
Oh, now think about what we just talked about before, right? About Salaki, if I will. You know what I'm saying? What happened, you know what I'm saying, when we was in the Revelations, when it said by the sword shalt thou live, right? And then we went back into Genesis, Genesis, Salaki. When we talk about the rider with a great sword was given to him, right? And then we went back into, Genesis, what was it, 27 and 40?
Somewhere.
Genesis 27 and 40, when it said by the sword shalt thou live. What you just brought out here just brings some other powerful stuff to it, even adding to that.
Crescendo.
Right. That's what you just talked about, okay? 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 33, and Samuel said, we need to take it up.
God, I'll let you do that because you seem excited about it. Let's
take it up, you know what I'm saying? Okay. We're going to take it up to verse 31.
Cut.
So Samuel turned again after Saul, and Saul worshipped the Lord. Then said Samuel, bring ye hither to me Agag. Who was Agag? the king of the Amalekites.
Wow.
Right? And Agag came unto him delicately. Now, when we go back to Genesis 25 and 40, it said Esau, by the sword shalt thou live, right? And then we go into Revelations, you know what I'm saying, when it said, the sword, the rider on the horse was given a great sword. I mean, that great sword, you're able to kill many with that, you know what I'm saying? Now, as we go into, 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 32, it said, then said Samuel, bring ye hither to me Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately, and Agag said, surely the bitterness of death is past. What did he try and say there?
He trying to get out of it.
Think about it. What do white people say to us now?
Right. Forget about slavery. Right. Forget about it.
So what is Agag saying here? So whose spirit is that coming from? What will a Jewish man tell you if you mention slavery? He'll mention the Holocaust.
God.
But if you mention slavery and you harp upon slavery, what would he say to you? Well, that's in the past.
That's in the past.
Now, what does his forefather here say? Agag.
Right.
What does he say? And Agag came unto him delicately, and Agag said, surely the bitterness of death is past.
Right.
That's in the past.
Right.
And Samuel said, as thy sword. What?
So
think about
that great sword.
What did it say? And then when you go back to Genesis 25 and 40, what did it say there? You know what I'm saying?
God.
It say in Genesis 25 and 40, by the sword shalt thou live.
Man.
Right?
That's it.
As thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. Now we're gonna see also too. Well, we're gonna see how powerful of a man of God that Samuel was. Now tell me, what type of countenance would this man have if he stepped up on the scene? Which is, they say, our countenance is, no, y'all ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bad. Y'all ain't right. You know, because we're not faded up and shaved all. You know what I'm saying? And we're, rough looking dudes and everything. We're gonna see how the prophet Samuel actually was. What he did right here, and what he did shows what kind of man he was. Let's go into that right quick. And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal.
Damn.
Now, put that in your goddamn mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Put that in your mind. What did it mean by he hewed Agag in pieces? He chopped his goddamn ass into bits.
Finito.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So think about it. Now, the guy King Agag that came up to him, surely the death is past. He tried to do what white men usually do. They try to soften you up.
Right.
Surely. He tried to be real, but surely the sting of death is past.
Right.
Thinking that he's going to sit there and take your aggression and make it mild down so that you'd be like, you're right, you're right. Samuel didn't go for that. Samuel knew and understood this Jewish man's ways.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And what Samuel did was, he got pissed when dude, surely the sting of death is past. That was in the past. That happened actually it happened an hour ago. A day ago, but that was in the past.
Right, that's what they do.
You know what I'm saying? The sting of death is past, right? It could have happened yesterday. They'll say that's in the past.
And if I could, what happened with Mike Brown? That's in the past.
Right.
Trayvon Martin. That's in the past.
Right.
Philando Castile. That's in the past. It's time to get over with that. Let's just vote our way out of it.
Right.
All of that's in the past. And that's the thing about it. Now, those people's parents was left childless.
Right.
Now, what's just happened here in California with these white people? You see them on the news. My son, he's gone. Now they're childless.
Right.
You understand?
And here's the thing too. Samuel got so angry. Now, see, the normal way to kill a man was just go ahead and just thrust him. Get one of your servants to go ahead and thrust the man through.
Right.
And it's over. Samuel was so angry by what dude said. Samuel took a sword and kept chopping this motherfucker.
Damn.
Let me show you what he did. He took him. Like, say for instance, if he hadn't said that, he might have been thrust through. He might have called one of his men, and he went ahead and thrust him through. But Samuel was so angry at what he said, the sting of death has passed. It's in the past. It's in the past. Samson took that blade and said, whack, 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 whack. And instead he hewed him in pieces, I mean, he was already dead and he kept chopping him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how angry that he got, right? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how angry that Samuel got. He kept chopping him. It said he hewed him in pieces.
In pieces.
In pieces. Let me read that part again.
That's real heavy.
You know
Not like the Christian church going to try to tell you to pray your way out the situation. No,
right.
He handles some business. You understand?
Right. And Samuel said, as thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal. When they say he did it before the Lord, you know, this is one thing that people don't understand. When they say that he did it before the Lord, right? It means with the Lord's approval.
Right.
So that means while Samuel was chopping Agag in pieces, that means the Lord was like this.
If I could, in Exodus 15:3, it says the Lord is a man of war. You understand me? He wasn't that hippie, mayonnaise man, buttermilk biscuit, Wonder Bread, white Jesus on your grandmama wall.
Right.
You understand me?
But even other, even going, this is justice.
Right, it's justice.
You know what I'm saying?
It's justice.
Because what did he say? He said, though your sword has made women childless. That don't mean the Lord is just, like some brute just want to see violence.
Right.
That's not what that is.
Right.
This is proper judgment, because what did he do with the Lord? What did Agag do with the Lord's people? He made women childless. Killed the women's sons. That's why I said that he hewed them in pieces before the Lord. Because the Lord was like, yeah, now justice has been served. You see what I'm saying? That's why Samuel gave that spiel at first. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's not bloodthirsty. You know what I'm saying?
And if I could, it's real heavy because, see, here's the thing. You got to realize that these occurrences that's happening with these white people, this is justice coming from the Most High. You understand me?
Right.
Now, he might use and put an evil spirit, like you was bringing out, in a white man's ear, talking about, yeah, they forgot about you on Veterans Day.
Right.
They forgot about you. Look at you. You didn't get those benefits that they promised you.
Yeah.
You're homeless now.
They allow niggers.
Look at that black man. He's in
Get over you.
a Lexus.
Right.
You're on the street. You're on the bus. You're on a bike.
Right.
And a white man, he can't stand that. So what does he do? He goes into his grandfather's shed or wherever. He gets a weapon. He might shoot the white man to get a rock if he had to. You know what I'm saying? So they talking about gun control and all that stuff. The white man will grab a motherfucking rock and bash somebody's head in if he got to.
Right.
You understand me? Because he's a malicious beast. But here's the thing. The point is this. A lot of our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, have been made childless by the hands of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, according to the Bible, right? In this scripture, it's just bringing out the truth of the Most High's justice. So-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, you need to repent. What does that mean? You need to change your ways and learn how to live right before the Most High.
Right.
Because here's the thing. There's going to be a lot of other bad things happening. We brought that out months ago. Right? We always say, you heard it here first. That's what the prophets do. We prophesy. We talk about what's going to happen in the future. We brought that out. Go back looking at the old videos or something like that. We told you that evil was coming. Well, that's just life.
No, it's not just life. Nothing just happens for no reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's real heavy. So if I could, to recap, I think we getting about there. We talked about in tonight's class the California mass shootings and wildfires. We talked about how the Most High was going to make white people kill one another. And isn't that what's happening? They've been killing us for so long. But now that more brothers and sisters are coming into the truth, now the Most High is ready to fight for us.
Right.
And he's sending evil spirits upon these goddamn Edomites. We brought that out in the book of Ecclesiasticus. We talked about how, you know, the loss of children, the Most High is going to make the loss of the white man's children come upon him, because he made us lose our children in slavery all the way up until now, you know, through his brute police force. We talked about that, how the Most High was going to make them feed on their own flesh, and how he's going to make their women childless. So with that said, we're going to give a salute to the... We're going to go ahead and give a courtesy salute to all the brothers. Oh, come on, you want to do the announcement slide? Oh, come on. You want me to read the book? Okay. We're on the I.S.U.P.K. coming out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. And with that said, we're going to give a courtesy salute to all the brothers watching the stream. I.S.U.P.K. Shabbat. I.S.U.P.K. Barak. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barak Atham. Yazmatah. We're going to give a courtesy salute to all the sisters watching the stream. I.S.U.P.K. Shabbat. I.S.U.P.K. Barak. Yahweh Shamar Ayadam Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yazmatah. Class dismissed.